I'm going to be giving my updated 2026 Senate predictions with a lot happening since my last one. I think it's been like 2 or 3 months since my last Senate predictions. So let's go ahead and get started. So my safe states, which, hold on, before I do this, I should probably bring up the 2020. Oh, no, I'll do JJ Maps, of course. If you want to do election videos yourself, I would recommend doing JJ Maps. And let's go to 2020. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with all of my safe states, which 2020, which will be Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, West Virginia, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Kansas, South Dakota, or so I don't know. You know what I meant. Kansas. Wait, what did I call that? Yeah, South Dakota. I don't expect Nebraska will not be safe, and then these other. Now, I don't expect Montana to be safe because in 2024, in their last Senate race, they only won it by around 7%. So I expect it to be around that same margin. Montana's probably gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if Montana shifts over to like the 5 or 6%, but I do believe the current incumbent is a little bit stronger of a candidate, so he'll probably win by like 8 or 6%. I do also expect Mississippi is definitely going to stay safe. 2020. And also, we do have to remember 2020 was election year, so there was higher voter turnout. So this higher voter turnout could mean definitely help the Democrats in 2020. There will probably be lower voter turnout, which will probably help the Republicans. I do expect Nebraska to only go Republicans by around maybe 3 to 4%. There is a really strong independent candidate running, and I do expect Alaska to go Republicans by around 7 or 8%. I expect Iowa to go to Republicans maybe by around 7%, or Ernest won it by 6%, and then in 2022, Grassley won it by 12.2%, but in 2020 only 6. So I expect, and also I believe the incumbent dropped out of the race. If I'm correct, yeah, I'm correct, or I think I am. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. So I expect Iowa to only go Republicans by around 5%. I then also expect Ohio to go to the Republicans only by around 3 to 4%. I also only expect Texas, with how it's looking, Ken Paxton will beat the incumbent senator in the Republican primaries, and he is a weaker electable overall candidate. And I expect Texas to only go to the Republicans by around 2 to 3%. Now, Florida will probably go to Republicans. In 2024, we saw it go to Tim Scott. Rubio won it by 16% in 2022, and Scott won it by 13% in 2024. I don't expect that to be changing too much, but maybe only win it by around 8%. Then I do believe Oregon will be safe, Colorado, Nebraska, Illinois will all be safe. I do think Minnesota will probably move into likely column, maybe 8 or 9%. Although the incumbent Minnesota senator did drop out the race, so we could see it be a little bit harder, maybe 5%, but I think right now around 8%. Based off some Michigan polling, I believe it's like a three-way race. Yes, there is an independent running. It could be very close, but I still think that the Democrats will come out on top of Michigan right now. Roy Cooper is running for the Senate in the North Carolina seat, very popular former governor there. I expect North Carolina possibly go him 7%, but probably closer to around 4%. John Ossoff is doing very good in polling, and I do expect him to keep his Georgia Senate seat. South Carolina will still go to the Republicans, but maybe only by around 8-9%. Collins could definitely keep her seat in Maine. I wouldn't be surprised if Mason Graham won, but based off her history, there's still not enough evidence to believe me for the Democrats to win Maine. She also did vote against the big, beautiful bill, which definitely could help her electability a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if Democrats took Maine, but for now, there's not enough evidence for me really say. I also wouldn't be surprised because of the three-way race going on in Michigan if Republicans take Michigan but lose Maine. But the Republicans probably won't take Michigan. And honestly, I would not be surprised at all, if Democrats took Maine. But for now, I'm gonna have to give it to Susan Collins. Although, honestly, in my heart's telling me to go with Mason Graham. So this is my updated 2026 Senate predictions. Tell me you disagree in the comments. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and peace out.